So, the magazine. We're gonna do a very easy looking magazine. So we're gonna go with a 20 round design. Okay, so for the magazine, you're gonna need a ruler and some cardboard and a pencil. And also you need to measure your magazine magwell. Measure this up with your magwell and trace out a piece of cardboard that'll fit in here, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you how I drew it out. Okay, so the piece of cardboard I traced is about this tall. Right now I just need to measure it with my magwell. You know, see how much I need to actually cut out. Make sure it's not too big and not too small. And that actually is too wide. I knew something was off about this, so I'm gonna have to draw that again. All right, so I got this magazine cut out like this. Ignore that line in the middle. You insert, it should fit into your gun. Snuggy, kind of, sort of snug. If you're doing like a pull-out magazine, then it should be snug. If it's a magazine release, it should be a little bit loose. Snug, but also sort of loose. And I'm doing a magazine release, so just remember when you do the left side, cut a hole in there. But you remember the brace method? You can do the brace method. Alternatively, you can do the layer method, which is the one I'm gonna be using today. I'm going to cut this down to a size that I want, that I feel like will be nice. And I'm gonna be getting ready to make the magazine. Okay, so I got a layer for the magazine. Basically I'm just gonna cut this out. Actually, I'm gonna trace this on a piece of cardboard quite a few times, and I'm gonna glue them together. Need about 9 layers of this to make it fit snugly, unless you want to use tape to, you know, make up for that missing few. I'm gonna take the first layer and just glue the edges. I'm gonna take a piece of cardboard and then I'm gonna just glue it on. And then along the edges, I'm gonna cut it. So, boom, 2 layers. That is absolutely bad. You're gonna do this about 9 times. 8, 9. Well, do it this way. Do it until it fits. But if you follow my exact measurements, you might need about 9. If it's too big, simply take off 1 layer. If it's too small, add another. Shouldn't be too hard to do at all. Okay, I hope nobody started. But I said 9 would be great, but this is 7. So I don't know where I got 9 from. It's 7, it's not 9. But if you did not make 9 and you only did 7, good. If you did 9, just take the layers off, you'll be fine. Our next step is to cover up that nasty, ugly looking corrugation. Simply take some cardboard. We're gonna make some cardboard strips. Make cardboard strips. I say about 3 would be fine. 3, 2, something like that. Okay, so I said make 7. Sorry, I said make 8, 9 of these layers. What I really meant to say was make 7 of these. As you can see, 7 fits just fine in my gun. 7 if it's friction. No, 7 if it's mag release. 8 if it is friction. That's holding the magazine in. I made 2 strips with my ruler. I'm gonna actually take off the top layer to put on the corrugation, cover that up, take off the layers, and then add it onto the sides of the gun. Now I got my little strip layers. I took that corrugation out the middle. I'm just gonna put some glue, apply it on the side and the middle layers of the magazine. And then carefully put this little layer, this little strip on top, like so, nice and careful. Give it a nice rub. And after that, you can cut this out. Cut off the excess. And there, you got a covered magazine. I'm gonna do this on this side and this side. Now I got the magazine nice and covered. Press it in the gun and it will not lock properly, but that's okay. The hole's not in yet. But, so I made the magazine, I covered it up, and now I'm gonna have to try and trace out a hole for the magazine release. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna put the magazine in, trace the bottom of where it stops, just so I don't know where, you know, the height of this is, just so I'm not trying to guess. I can use that line I drew, measure and see how high it is, so I'll know what the magazine release will be, how high it'll be, and then I can bring it here to see where I should place it. So I did the magazine release and the magazine, finished the magazine. If you didn't do a release, you're basically already done. Next part, we're gonna do the ejection door detailing. So I had a piece of cardboard. It's a cardboard tube from toilet paper. Then again, you can use one from a paper towel. I cut out a rectangular shape like this, and I drew a hole in the middle. What this is gonna do is it's gonna be directly on the middle, be right there just over the ejection door. And I'm gonna round off the edges, and then I'm gonna glue this on just like so. So I cut that hole out, and I'm going to glue it. I'm gonna glue it on the gun right here. So now let's go ahead and do the ejection door. We have a piece of cardboard. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it down to the width of the ejection hole that you have in your gun. And when you cut it, when you draw it out, cut it down to size, but do not draw it exactly like the size of the hole. I would say make sure it is longer than the hole, just longer, and you'll see why. I'm gonna do that real quick right now. So with the ejection door, I'm gonna take a piece of cardboard and I'm gonna measure it out. I'm gonna draw it to match the size of the actual ejection door. But when you draw it, don't draw it exact. You know, make sure it's a little longer. Maybe it can be the same width, but not the same height, if that makes sense. See how on the gun, this is the ejection door, and it's perfectly the same size, same width as the ejection door, but it is still long. You're about to see why. What we're gonna do next is we're going to measure the height of the ejection door. Measure the height of the ejection door. like this. So as you can see, the ejection door is about that tall. And we're gonna go down a little bit further to about, who knows how far you want to go down, and cut out that little bit of remaining. And don't forget, we're gonna fold it where you make that marker, and then we're gonna cut the corrugation out of that part. This is how I did the injection door, or I started on it. I cut a piece of cardboard out that's about the height and length of the ejection door, and at the bottom I removed corrugation so I could actually put the skewer dead at the bottom of it. And I'm gonna roll it up like this, and also I'm gonna have to glue it down. But be careful when you glue it, so you don't glue it on the wooden skewer. I would say glue it close to the bottom of this piece, but not at the very bottom, because glue could actually seep back into the skewer. Make sure you check your wooden skewer, make sure it's not in there glued. If it is, you're gonna have to go back in and fix that. If it's not, good to go. This is exactly what I got. Onto some cardboard, what do you call it? Cardboard hinges that you can make for the ejection door. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I'm gonna keep it dead simple with you. I mean, I don't know how you can do the hinges. I'm gonna just say good luck with that. You could try and roll up some cardboard into some small hinge like piece like this. You know, maybe that could help. That's about the only thing I can tell you. Because if you got any better ideas, please let me know in the comment section. So guys, I got the injection door in the gun, and it works like this. Pretty cool, huh? Some other things you gotta be able to do is that you can make the brass deflector. I take a cardboard strip. Not big, not small, but big enough. Probably about this big. Fold that joker in half. Something like that, fold it in half. And then I'm gonna just stick it right beside the ejection door. And once you got that brass deflector, we're gonna start on the forward assist. The forward assist is not gonna be too difficult. All you're gonna need is just a square piece of cardboard. And make a triangular shape. Actually roll it up first. Got a nice triangular shape like this that looks crooked as hell. Like this. Roll it up and measure it on the gun and cut it down to size if necessary. It should be right close to the brass deflector, but it shouldn't be too close to but it should be very close, but not actually at the end of the receiver. So I put a little extra glue on to secure it. Next, we're gonna take another piece of cardboard, roll it up into a nice tight little rod, and this is what you got. If it's too long, just cut it down to size. Looking like this. And then you could put a piece of cardboard on the back of it, like a circular piece that is a little bigger and wider than this whole little rod piece. And then you have a forward assist. And there we have the whole right side of the gun fixed up. Now, let's go ahead and add the detailing for the grips.